Hi. Today I'm going to explain you how to implement IPSec tunnel between two Palo Alto firewalls using is certificates actually. Because previous demonstration I explained you how to implement this IPSec tunnel using pre-shared key, but in this scenario I'm going to use certificates. Because actually when it comes to IPSec tunnels we use pre-shared key and certificates, but actually you have to understand one thing: we are not using these certificates or pre-shared keys in order to do any encryption or anything, but we are using these certificates or the pre-shared key in order to identify the peer, legitimate peer. Let's say we are establishing IPsec tunnel with another peer, so we need to identify that peer. So in that case we are using these pre-shared keys and certificates. So because the problem is actually the key exchange is happening using something called Diffie-Hellman algorithm. So in Diffie-Hellman algorithm, actually some third party, some malicious third party can participate this Diffie-Hellman key exchange, and they may exchange a key with us. So in that case, actually we sometimes we may communicate with that malicious party. So in order to prevent that, actually we need to authenticate the peer. So I'm explaining in high level manner because I'm not going to go into deep levels, but I'm planning for another demonstration that is totally IPsec concepts, but here I'm not going to go to that level. Okay, so then let me get the whiteboard here. Let me get the whiteboard. Okay, this is my whiteboard. So let me explain this. Actually when it comes to IPsec, we have two options for this authentication. So the first option is we have pre-shared keys, uh, pre-shared pre-shared keys, and the second option is we have certificates. These are the two options that we can use. Okay, so then let me explain you how we can use certificates in order to authenticate peers. So let's say here we are having this our head office firewall. This is our head office firewall, and let's say here we are having our branch office firewall. So here we are having our IPsec tunnel. So this is the IPsec tunnel. So then what happens is, what we have to do is we have to generate a CA certificate authority certificate here within this firewall. Let's say we are generating within this firewall, and we have to import the certificate into this second firewall as well. So we are going to import this certificate. So we are importing this certificate into this firewall. So then now we have the same certificate in the both the firewalls. Here we have the same CS certificate. So then what we are going to do is we are going to generate, or we are going to sign a new certificate. Actually that is a server certificate for the IPsec installation. So this is our IPsec certificate. IPsec, actually that is a normal certificate. When it comes to web server, we are getting a certificate, right? So in that case this is a normal certificate. There's no any specialty in this certificate. Let's say this is IPsec cert, and we are signing this certificate using this CA certificate. And also here also we are generating a certificate, IPsec certificate. So that is also a normal certificate, IPsec cert. Actually I'm explaining in high level manner. And also we are going to sign this certificate using this CA certificate. We are sign, and here also sign. Now what happens is actually when it comes to this firewall, actually this firewall trusts this certificate. This firewall trusts this certificate because this certificate is signed by this CA, which is available within this firewall. So when before the IPsec communication, this firewall, this head office firewall is going to see this certificate. of the branch office firewall. And this head office firewall is going to trust this certificate because this certificate is signed by the same CA, because and that CA is available within the firewall. Actually, here we have to create something called certificate profile. In the certificate profile, we are including this CA certificate. So in that case, this firewall knows how to validate this branch office certificate. So same scenario is going to be happen with the branch office this firewall. So in that case, actually, these two firewalls, you know, trust each other because of this trust chain, because of this CS certificate trust chain. So that is the basic idea. So let me go into the firewall. Okay, so let's start the configuration. Let me go to device tab and let me generate the CA certificate. Let me put the name. Let's say CA cert, and the common name. Actually, let's put, because this is our head office. Let's put PAHO.firewalllife.com. This is our common name. PAHO means head office, firewalllife.com. That is the domain, our domain. Well, you can use whatever the domain, your domain. And let's go to. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, because actually this is not the server certificate or the certificate that is going to be used with the IPSec. So this is the CA certificate. Actually, this command name you can use whatever the command name. So let's put the same thing. CA. Let's put CA certificate. I'm sorry, really sorry. And this is a certificate authority certificate here, and that's it, because actually we don't need to put anything other than this. We put the certificate name CA cert and command name CA certificate. Actually, this is doesn't matter, and this is important. This is certificate authority certificate. So let me generate it. Okay, it's done. So once you generate it, you have to export it and import it into the second firewall. So let me export it. And I have to export it as this encrypted private key and certificate PKCS12. So that is a certificate store actually, because within the certificate store we have the certificate and the key. Let me put this passphrase, because actually we have to put a passphrase in order to protect it. So it has been downloaded. So let me import it into this firewall. Let me go to certificates, and here also we have certificate. Let me remove it here. Okay. So after removing, I think it's better if I can. No, I don't want to commit actually. Let me import this downloaded certificate. Here I have to select the format and certificate name. Putting the name CSCert and certificate file. It should be within the download section. This one, and I had to put the this passphrase. Okay. What's the problem? File name must begin with letter. I think because of this path. So let me rename it. Let me go to downloads and let me rename this. Let's say the file name. This is just a file name. Let me put one. I think now it's fine, because the previously there was brackets. I think that should be the issue. Yeah, now that's fine, I guess. Let me click OK. Okay, now we got the same certificate replicated to both the firewalls. So then let me go to this first firewall, and let me generate the this IPSec certificate here. Let me generate. I'm clicking generate, and the certificate name, let's say IPSec dash cert, and here the command name, let me put PAHO dot firewalllife.com. So you can use whatever your name, your required name, or the FTDN or the common name. And let me select this. I had to sign this IPSec certificate using the CA certificate. So then now it's fine. So let me generate. Okay, now it's fine. So let me do the same thing within this branch office firewall. Generate. Let me put the name IPSec cert. And this name is important. I'm putting PA, since this is branch office, PABO. You can put whatever required your name according to your choice, but you have to put two different names, and let me select the CA certificate in order to sign this certificate. Let me generate it. Now we are done with these two certificates. So then we have to do one thing. We have to go to head office firewall and we have to create the certificate profile. Let me go here. Actually, because actually we are including this CA certificate here. So then when this this authentication happens, a firewall knows with which CA certificate I should verify this the peer certificate, because when the peer present its certificate, IPSec certificates, so then this this I other IPSec peer knows using which CA certificate I have to verify. So that's what we are doing here. This is let's say cert profile, and this is the CA certificate. Let me select it here. Okay, let me click OK. Now it's fine. And let me go to branch office and also do the same thing. Let me add this certificate profile, cert profile, and then let me select the CS certificate here. Okay, so that is okay. We go to network, and actually we are using this IPSec crypto and the IK crypto, the default profiles, because actually we do not think about these algorithms, because since this is just a demonstration. And let me go to IK gateways and let me add it here. I think if you do not understand these things, you can refer to my previous IPSec configuration demonstration using pre-shared key. So let's say IK, let's say IKEGW, and the version we are using IK version 2, and the interface should be this one. This is our interface, and this is the IP, and the peer address is 172.16.2.203. And then authentication, previously we used this pre-shared key option here, pre-shared key option, but now we are going to use certificates. So let me select the created certificate here, IPSec cert. So see, once you select the certificate, local identification, distinguish name or the subject, because actually you can remember within the certificate we put the subject or the common name, cnpaho5life.com, and you have to put the your PS one as well. Actually our PS distinguished name or the subject or the common name, actually this should be not PAHO, it should be PABO. This is the one actually, that is simple. Okay, BO. Now it's fine. Then you have to select the certificate profile which we created. Okay, this is totally okay. So then let me go to advanced option, and here we are using the IK crypto profile, the default one. So that is fine. Actually we are selecting this profile because when this certificate verification happens, so this firewall knows uh, I have to verify peer certificate against this CA certificate, which is included within this certificate profile. Since this peers certificate also signed by this CA, so then this firewall trusts that certificate. So that means uh, trusting certificate means this firewall trusts that IPsec peer in order to do the Diffie-Hellman key exchange. Okay, let me click OK. Now it's fine. Okay, so then let me go to IPsec tunnels and let me add, and I'm putting IPsec and tunnel interface. Let me create a one. I'm putting one here. I'm putting this virtual router default and security zone. Let me create a security zone, that is let's say IPsec. Click OK. That's it. Click OK. Okay, let me select the IK gateway, that is the previously created gateway. That's all. So let me click OK. Okay, so then we have to put a route here. We have to go to virtual routers, default virtual router, and static routes. And let me add the virtual route, route here. Let me put IPsec. You can use whatever your required name. Actually, my head office network is 192.168.200.0/24. So interface should be my tunnel in one interface, and I do not need to have any next stop IP. Let me click OK and OK. Okay, so then let me commit, because actually we are done with previous demonstration I did not show you this policy, because actually I'm having any policy here. So then every traffic is going to be allowed within this firewall. so I'm not focusing on this. But if you want, you can put any, not any access, you can put source zone, let's say trust, and your destination zone should be, since traffic is going to the IPsec zone, you can put like that, but I'm using any here because since I'm focusing on IPsec. So now it's fine, so let me commit. Okay, while it is committed, being committed, so let me go back to the branch office firewall. Let me go to network. Let me go to IKE gateways. Let's add one, IKE GW, and the version should be IKE version 2. And also before that, I think it's better if I can confirm that if I'm going to ping, let me showcase that. If I'm going to ping this my branch office machine, that is 192.168.200.50, actually I should be able to ping, but no, I shouldn't be able to ping, because actually since I'm having this route here, so let me remove that route, because actually the traffic is putting into the far tunnel. Since tunnel is down, I cannot ping. So let me remove this for a moment, and let me confirm that clear text traffic first, because actually within this network, actually initially if we are going to ping using this client to this client, so this traffic is going as a clear text for the moment. Let me go back to this. Okay, it's done. So now my ping should start, because actually I disabled that route, because then the traffic is traversing as a clear text to these devices. It is not IPsec treated. I should be able to see the ping. Let me clean this. Okay, let me start the ping again. 200.50, it should work. See, now I can see the ping. So let me take a packet capture and confirm first, because otherwise you do not have any idea whether this is a IPsec treated or not. Let me go to this internet router. Let me log into this. Actually, the internet router means this is just a Windows machine. I installed remote and remote routing and remote access service. So it is acting as a router. I'm sorry. Okay. So let me get this Wireshark and see whether we are having any traffic here. Let me start. I think you can see 100. What happened? Okay, 100.50, and the destination is 200.50. What is happening here? So okay. So you can see it's clear traffic, right? It's clear text. There's no IPsec treatment or anything. So then let me go back to this firewall and let me enable enable that previous route. Okay, let me put the route here. Uh, that is IPsec and 192.168 200.0/24, and the interface should be my tunnel 1, and the IP. This is there's no requirement to have the next stop. Click OK. Okay, let me commit, and let me go to branch office and let me configure this IPsec tunnel, and local IP is this, and PIP should be 172.16.1.203, and let me put certificate here. Let me select the certificate, and this is my command name for these all the subject for this local certificate. So that is called local identification, and let me put my peer, that is head office. Let me put HO. It should be simple. Okay, so then let me select the certificate profile. So that is fine. Actually, you can remember, right, these names within certificate. So I'll showcase that within few minutes. And let me go to advanced options here. That is default crypto profile. That's fine. Let me click OK. So let me go to device tab and certificates and show you. So I think you can remember, right, when we put this as a CN within this firewall. So when we generate the certificate here, command name, this is the one within this the IPsec configuration here. this is that name. Actually, that is cn means common name equals to pa-bo.firewalllife.com, and peer identification is cn equals pa.ho.firelife.com, because this is branch office firewall. The pa is this, that is the head office. So let me click ok, and let me go to IPsec tunnels, and let me add let's say IPsec and tunnel. Let me select tunnel. Let me create a tunnel, because actually I do not have tunnel here. There's a tunnel, but it's a default one. I'm creating a new one. And let me go to zones, and let me create a zone. Let's say IPsec. Okay, that's it. And here let me select the IK gateway, because actually I'm rushing through these things, because actually you can refer to my previous IPsec pre-shared key demonstration. Okay, now we are done with this. Actually you have to focus on this certificate thing here, because I showed you how to generate the certificate and how to select the distinguished name within the IPsec configuration. So let me go to virtual routers. Let me add this static route here. Let me put IPsec, and destination should be 192.168.100.0/24, and then the interface should be my tunnel interface, and the next stop should be none, and let me click OK. Now we are done with the configuration here. Let me commit this. So I think it's better if I can stop this, and once the configuration is committed, we'll start the ping. It's 75% completed, 98% completed. Okay, it's 99. Okay, it's 99. It should be completed within less than a minute. Okay, it's done. So let me start the ping request. Let's see whether we are lucky, but ping is working. But let me confirm whether we are. Let me go to system logs first, because I can confirm using logs whether we are having. Yeah, we are done, because I think you can see. Let me get the magnifier and show you, because actually previous demonstration also I show you, because these logs are pretty much important. Here you can see IK negotiation is succeeded as responder, and lifetime is this amount, and also the IPsec key install, the phase 2, that is the lifetime is 1 hour. We have these details, so that means our IPsec tunnel is up and running. So let me close this, and let me go to network, and let's verify visually here. This both the icons, or the tunnel phase, tunnel info means phase 2, and IK info means phase 1. Both phases are up and running. So let me go to head office, and let me go to system logs. I think you also should see these logs, so the when it comes to troubleshooting situation, you have to identify these logs. Here also we can see the proper messages. IK version 2 also done, and that is phase 1, and IPsec, that is phase 2, also done. Let me go to network, and let me see the visual verification of these two phases using these green icons. So that is also done. So that means actually we are done with our certificate based IPsec configuration. So let me go to my internet route and confirm using a packet capture. So let me get a packet capture. Now I should not be able to see ping ICMP, but I should be able to see ESP, because it's encrypted. See, now we are having ESP. So that means our traffic is encrypted using IPsec. So let me get a one packet, and let me showcase you. This is encapsulated security payload section. So that means everything is encrypted. So let me go back to the firewall. Here, when it comes to this firewall, I think I can go through these steps again. I think then you can revise it. So the initial thing we did was actually we generate a CS certificate here, and then we generate another certificate for the IPsec, and we sign this IPsec certificate using CS certificate, and then we export this certificate and import it into our IPsec peer here, IPsec peer. So then we generate another certificate and sign using this CS certificate. So then we created a certificate profile, and we included our CS certificate here. In the both the firewalls we did it. So after that we went to IPsec configuration, and we create the IK gateways, Within the IK gateway, actually we selected, previous demonstration, actually we use the pre-shared key option here. Let me highlight it here. This is the pre-shared key option, but in this demonstration we use certificates. And then one moment, let me clear this. And then what we did was, we actually, once you select the certificate, this local identification and the peer identification is going to be enabled by default with this option, distinguish name or the subject. So actually this distinguish name or the subject, I think, let me showcase. When you create a certificate, we are putting this common name section. So this is our distinguished name. So then we have to select those values here. So by default, local distinguished name is going to be selected automatically, but you have to select this PS distinguished name manually. So this is the PS distinguished name. That is our head office firewall certificates common name, or the common name. Okay, that's it. So then you have to select the certificate profile here. So that is, only difference between your previous pre-shared key configuration and the, current certificate based configuration. So then now we are our IPsec tunnel is up and running, and also we confirm that through using this packet capture, we confirm that our traffic is encrypted. I think you got the idea. So thank you for your time.